green and green? What do you expect?
Oh, I think it'll be a lot like the first race. Same song, second verse. I think it'll end up just like the other one did, wild at the finish.
Green flag for 60 laps. Truex with Jeff Gordon right up his tailpipe coming out of the tri-oval and headed for turn one. Jeff Gordon at 24, he has not been off the rear bumper of Martin Truex Jr. at 78 since they took the green flag. One thing I think the guys learned from that first race, though, Mike, is we don't have to run the top line. You can get a group down there at the bottom, and that bottom will work. So I think that's one thing they did see that probably will pay off in this race. Edwards slipped up to the high side in third. Brian Scott, the orange car, in fourth. Brad Keselowski down on the bottom with Jimmy Johnson, the two white cars.
Yes, I go back to the Sprint Unlimited race last Saturday night. Jimmy Johnson in that 48 car, he's the one that proved to the other drivers that we can make this bottom line work.
Keselowski looked to move up, but there was no hole. So he stays on the bottom. You're riding with Jimmy Johnson in fifth place. And remember on the inside.
Remember what Kevin Harvick down in the hotel there just told us a little bit ago, that Jimmy he just tried to correct it, and the thing just spun out with him. That's how edgy these cars are. That's how loose they are.
Jeff Gordon stays with Martin Truex. And Keselowski, not quite enough help there from Jimmy Johnson. There's a few car lengths between them.
Harv, can you tell a lot of difference between being on the inside line or the outside line? Do the cars do different things when you're in a different line?
Well, at the beginning of the race here, the hard part for the inside line is just to get formed, and you can see that 2 cars in front of the 48, and it seems like the top line is able to get formed a little bit easier. These guys have done a little bit of job than what happened in the Unlimited and the first race tonight. So if those guys can keep formed on the bottom, but you see a little bit bigger gaps in a couple of those spots, if they can close those up, they'll be able to maintain it. But right now they're doing a good job of it. So that's the key factor once you get rolling on the restart, to maintain your gap in front of the car to make sure that you keep the line moving.
One other thing, Harv, while I got you here, that in and out thing where you just saw Keselowski do it down the back. He runs out there next to Martin Truex in the 78, and then he swings hard to the inside. What does that do?
Well, basically everybody's learned that when you're going down the straightaway, if you run a little bit higher, you can kind of help check that outside lineup to kind of slow the whole line down, and then you run a distance race as you go through the corner, and you're able to gain a little bit ground on the inside line. So basically, it's just a side